If you've watched this channel for a while, you know that I like to make travel videos. And most of the time, this is what I make them with, my iPhone. But there was a time, before the iPhone, that what I used was one of these, a sketchbook. Yep, and a ballpoint pen. I preferred to type from Motel 6. It was a black ink. And today, I'd like us to take a look at some of the drawings in my sketchbooks over the years. This looks like a good one. I was trying out some gouache colors on the right, but on the left is a stateroom from a cruise ship. I kind of have a habit of drawing wherever I am. Hey, this is not an alien. It's a suit of armor I saw in the French Military Museum. Oops, I missed a page. I want to get this junk here. One of my favorite movies was always Soldier of Fortune with Clark Gable and Susan Hayward. And it was about a mercenary who had his junk. In the Navy, during the Vietnam War, one job I got quite often was rolling bombs. Some of my drawings may have the look of a comic book to them, and there's a good reason for that. I've always been a big fan of comic books, and you'll notice in some of these pictures, well, they kind of stretch your imagination, like the prayer flags there, and not Sophie. Sophie is our cat, and the guy in the red shirt I taught in a seminar I did down at CCR. We were on the Baltimore waterfront for a weekend, and I did a few drawings there of this lighthouse and this old submarine. Also, I got the tickets from the aquarium there, and there you'll see a better diagram of the waterfront. This next spread is from two different museums, the American Infantry Museum on the left and the American Civil War Naval Museum on the right in Columbus, Georgia. On the bottom left, there's a little drawing of some unique Iranian food in Greenville, South Carolina. This is an illustration for a blog post. The link to it is down below. An old sea story. Quite amusing. I really like the drawing of this little red race car. It was the first time I have gotten the perspective on an automobile exactly right. These sketches were made on a Scandinavian cruise, and on the upper right is a Norseman helmet. Down below is an interesting drawing from a lecture we heard from a diplomat who spent several years in Moscow. Now, we have a number of different sketches here of the landscape, and here's that famous radio tower from Berlin on the left, and on the right some interesting bicycles above, and below some people eating and some food. We had on the foredeck smoked salmon and caviar on black bread. Yum. I like to make notes and things, and sometimes I'll paste a map right in the sketchbook, like this one, or this was in Berlin, I think. Walking tour. The crying Santa there is an invitation to our last Christmas party. On the right is a drawing of one of my favorite projects. It used to make a vegan McRib. You use it like a cookie cutter to cut the McRib from vegetable protein. This is a collage, some cut paper and some my watercolor. More of my projects on the right is the remote control for motorized slider. A gouache painting of a mask in Barcelona, Spain from a British crime show on BBC. I did a sketch on the left of a girl in a sequin top and a transparent skirt and a breathing mask on. It was a photo shoot for what? I don't really know. Thinking of Halloween. Another favorite thing of mine is pop-ups, and this is a pop-up of an old photograph of me and my sister when we were children, and I drew in the rest of the house that didn't make it into the photo. More illustrations of my projects and experiments with texture and drawing and stuff like that. Thanks for watching again, and share it with your friends, and give it a like and a thumbs up, and always comments are welcome.